This is crazy. Usually she... Wait, all right, we're going. We gotta make a big mess today, okay? There's gonna be tools and materials everywhere. Go on, no, we gotta take the van, gotta haul some lumber, gotta go to the home improvement store. In this case, we're gonna call it the van improvement store. There you go. Jeez. Usually she doesn't make the assumption that she's going with me. She just stays put and calm until I ask her, you ready to go for a ride? And man, she's on it. But she stays calm until I ask her. I'm getting my keys and my phone and wallet and stuff, and she's like, I'm going. I'm at the door. She's at the door already. She wasn't waiting to be asked today. All right, I got a fresh coffee to go. By the way, good morning. Welcome back. Yeah, we gotta make a mess, huh? I don't know yet. I don't know how today is gonna go, but there's some things gonna go on in this van today. There's gonna be tools and materials flying. It's gonna be a disaster. I better check something first before we go. I got a thing of propane while we're out too. Where's that box at? Oh, what fasteners did I buy? We're gonna need more fasteners. I think the thing starts with a box of these. I think I'm gonna need those and a bunch of other things. Might have to dig out my pneumatic stapler. Things are gonna change today. Yes, you know where we are. We're gonna start by picking up a free sheet of plywood. Only because my oldest son is remodeling his garage and he wants rid of it. And I'd say, you know what, that would come in handy right now. We'll start with that, then we have to go down to Lowe's. Yeah, I know, you know this neighborhood. Huh, you know, you get to visit. All right. Who's there? I don't even know if I can haul 4x8 sheets of plywood in here anymore. We're gonna try to make it work. All right, we'll get out. There, I think with all the pillows off the bed, I think we'll find out. What are you doing? Huh? Where'd the puppies go? Hmm? Go, go, go! I'm gonna get you! Puppies. She's a darling. All right, got it in. There it is. That's a full 4x8 sheet. All right. All right. Here comes another piece. Okay. And off to Lowe's we go. This is the part where it gets expensive. So that was my granddaughter, and her little brother is sleeping, or we would have said hi to him. Maybe next time. We're just jumping on Route 28 South here for about 2 exits down to the Pittsburgh Mills Mall where there's a Lowe's at. We have 2 closer home improvement stores. One's Busy Beaver and the other one is Stanford's Home Center. And you know what, the type of wood that I'm getting up there, my past experience has been, it's been real crap wood. I'll just say it. It's been like real crappy stuff. Lowe's down here, it's just a better grade. It's just nicer stuff. So yeah, it's worth a couple of miles to go down this way a little bit, get it at Lowe's. I think I got everything rounded up. Might be saying, what are you doing? Building a house? And we've got 6 of these 1x3x8s. We got 7. I thought I got 8. 7's enough. The 1x2s and a 2x3 and a 1/4 inch sheet of a 4x8 by 1/4 inch, nice smooth stuff. That seems like a lot. And these boards are pretty cheap though. If I have a little bit left over, I got some other projects too in mind. That stuff will get used up pretty quick, actually. It cracks me up. Bella watches me come out, say, what's all that stuff for? What do you do with all that? So yeah, what are we gonna do with all this? There, what do you think? See, we can still haul 8-foot stuff in here. We could haul 10-foot boards if we had to. There's room up front. You can squeeze 10-footers in here. 8-foot stuff today. Yeah, okay. Well, let the fun begin. This whole project, I've been putting off coming down here to Lowe's for like 2 days. Just this whole project, woodworking, just it gives me anxiety. I don't know. It's like you have to have a knack for like building furniture or cabinetry, or I'm by no means a finished, I can get away with some rough stuff. Probably how this is going to turn out. I think I could do okay, but it's not going to have that nice finished, polished, home or residential look. I see some beautiful van builds out there, but this one's not going to be one of those. It'll be functional. It should look okay, but it's nothing going to be fancy about it. Anyway, gonna go give it a shot, see what happens. I know it looks like I bought a bunch of boards from what I'm doing, but you'd be surprised. Like I said, you'd be surprised how fast that goes. That little stand I have in the back right now, you'd be surprised how many boards went into making that little thing. So yeah, they'll get swallowed up pretty quick. Well, it looks like the river has gone down quite a bit after all those recent rains we've had. Yeah, we had some flooding in the area. It's all gone down now, and I think the precipitation is returning to a normal level. The forecast is looking good coming days. Well, we're back. Now what? Get the tools out, I suppose. Get unloaded and get the tools out. Alright, got all these out. I already have the jigsaw out. I gotta get out a couple more things here. I did have this piece of plywood, and I already had a couple of these 1x3 flooring strips. But this is already slated for another project, and got all new stuff for the van. And that project is the the old trailer's gonna get a new deck on it. It's got does have the brand new wheels and tires on it, but that deck, we've meant to replace it, so that's where that's going. There's the old wheels off of that. They're all dry rotted and leaked real bad. Just buying all new, ready to go was pretty cheap. So that's where this stuff's all going. So this is all for that. Let's see here. You know what? And to do this, this is all going to need to come out of here. There's more to it than just putting shelves up there. Getting a little more involved, do a more complete job, upgrade here. So let me get a couple more steps ahead. All right, getting her stripped down. I didn't think I'd be able to salvage this with what I wanted to do, that I'd have to start over. So it's kind of why I bought some extra those are made out of the 1x2s, across the front and back, down each side, all the legs. Be surprised how fast that gobbles up 6 of them easy, just building that, and then the plywood top. So I think I can salvage that. I'd really like to. The trouble is it's not deep enough this way, but I think I have a solution, an easy solution for that, just by cutting off another leg off of it. See what I did here? This was fine when I had the 100 amp hour battery in here. It fit under there, but when I got the 200 amp hour, it was wider, so I had to cut this leg off so it would fit. Well, if I cut the other back leg off, it has 6 legs, 1, 2, 3 in the front, 3 in the back. Well, if I cut off that back, I mean, 4's enough, right? 2 on that side, 2 on this side. Difference is these shelves are extending off here. If I cut that back one off, I can actually slide this out. See, that back leg hits the back of that battery. You can't push it back in any further, or you can't pull it out because the battery comes with it. And I want this flush because the refrigerator sticks out that much. So I want to bring this forward. Well, if I cut off that back leg down below, and I just pull this thing forward, it'll be just beyond the refrigerator and the battery out, and I'm going to put another top on it, and then I can just put the top, offset it so that it goes closer back to the wall. See what I'm saying? So yeah, that's going to save some work and some materials, and that's okay. Those extras I bought really aren't extras because I was thinking about getting more anyway, because I have a couple things I want to do above each wheel well that I'm gonna end up using those. So I think it's all gonna work out. Let me get out of here, get this out of here, cut that leg off, put it back in, see what we got. Okay, done. Took it out, trimmed it, put it back in. So now the refrigerator, here's the front of the face of the cabinet, the batteries behind the refrigerator. This is all nice and even, flush up here, and it about comes even too with this big metal panel that's in here. So all this is flush now. That's better now. So when I put a new countertop on it, forget about what that hole was for. One of my bright ideas that didn't work out. So I'm gonna make another tabletop, because having this hole here doesn't work. And I'm just going to extend it, probably just 5 inches, maybe. So I'll have a deeper counter space too. And I'm going to put it like a back panel on here, like a backsplash thing. Maybe that'll be something that looks nice actually. And then the cabinets. That's all right. I think I got a plan in here that'll work. Let me see if I can start making it happen. All right, we'll get back to this part of it. There is something I want to concentrate on first. Heck or high water, I'm gonna get this upper part here going. This is solved. I'm gonna build from top down. So let me get a support board up there for the shelves. Cut one of these 1x3s in half. I got the other half over here to drill press. I'm gonna pre-drill a few holes in it. Alright, already marked them up where I want them. Just gonna space them in a little bit. I want two and two in this end. And I had to measure in the van where the supports are in it. They're kind of in some random spots, but try to space these kind of equally from each edge. Some nice spacing. Okay, and let's see here. Let's see if we can duplicate that on this end. All right, nice sharp 1/4 inch drill. The spacing could be a little different. Just eyeballing these. it's nothing to worry about that. That's where these number 14 by 1.5 inch long screws come in. They're just clearance holes. These should go through. They're close enough. They will. They don't have to. I measured them with a pair of dial calipers. They're 1/4 inch. The hole I drilled is a 1/4 inch. There might be a little wooden bar stuck in. See, they come out. They're going to be like just long enough. And no, they're not going to drill up. I'm going to put them on the ceiling. They're not going to go up through the ceiling of the van, up through the roof. Don't worry, I measured carefully. Let me see if I can get this up here, across there. That's what I'm going to attach this thing to. That seems good and tight. Although I should have used the clutch. Alright. Ooh man, that is super solid. Nice. Okay, that's a start. Notice I never did finish the corners out. I insulated and paneled the wall, insulated and paneled the ceiling, but I never finished those corners out. But you can see that where that black metal there is, and over there, those are the ribs that go across the ceiling. So that's where this line of screws are to hold the. So I screwed into that beam that goes across. So that should be really good. Okay, here's where it starts getting tricky. Okay. All right. I couldn't dig out my chalk line. I do own one, but it's a pretty straight board this way. I'm just gonna use this as a straight edge. There we go. I don't have proper support for this. Just have to do it this way. Okay. Well, I had to cut a second piece because I really should put, I have plenty, I'll get plenty left over. I really should put a little bit more effort into it, you know, use a sharper pencil, use a straight edge, cut on the line better, you know which side, remember what side of the line the blade is cutting on. So you accumulate those 3 errors and it wasn't going to come out the way I wanted. So actually this factory finish, the factory cut is nice and square or nice and straight. So I'm actually using this as a straight edge, a sharper pencil. I was careful to cut on the right side of the line, so it's kind of coming back to me a little bit. So, yeah, I can put a little bit of effort into making it a little better. All right, we've all heard the thing of measure twice and cut once. So never mind what all happened here. It's a good thing I did measure twice. I gotta have a 12-inch wide opening, and then a 16, a 12, and a 12. So it's all offset. Put something special in this thing. It'll be opening in the front of the. Then we got some point along the way too. So got a hole saw because I want to radius the corners a bit. Okay, and then we'll jigsaw the rest out. We'll see how that comes out. Now, oh boy. Now, as you can see, there's going to be a process to do all these and get these out of the saw for the next one. All right, I'm going to continue on. Looks like some kind of new game board, doesn't it? Now I got to do some handiwork for the jigsaw. And look, actually, you know, you woodworkers and cabinet makers out there might think, well, that's silly. What are you doing that for? Actually, I was kind of looking for an excuse to make little wheels. If I need a wooden dowel rod, I can make some little wooden vehicles. So let's get on with the other part. Well, now that I have about an hour invested in this board, I sure don't want to screw it up now, right? We're just getting too close here. That's going to be the face panel of my cabinet. I'm going to do a little bit of sanding here. I got real lucky. Between hitting the hole sock, you know, on location and hitting the lines just right. And I took my time and measured and was just careful to, you know, and then cutting it with the jigsaw. You know, the blends were all real nice, hardly noticeable. I mean, I'll have to do a little bit. Sometimes you end up with a little nugget where the straight line ends and the radius begins. But these all turned out really well. Just tiny little. I'm messing around here. I'm gonna sand these edges anyway. Around here, I'm gonna work on it with the sander a little bit. Think about installing it. Well, here's a Harbor Freight special. I only use this like a one job when I repaired some things in my travel trailer. We're gonna do some fancy work here and staple this together, and then this up to that board I put up on top of the van. I think that's what we'll do next. Man, somebody in the neighborhood has been running chainsaws all day. I mean, they must have I don't know how much they're cutting, but they're cutting a lot. Running two chainsaws like all day. There's these staples. What are they, 1.1 long? What are they? No, 1 inch long. Okay. Let's see if I remember how this thing works. Wow. A lot of noises going on today. How's this work? Ooh, ooh. How's this, oh, give me a minute to figure this out. And, oh, I know. I think I just go on like this. No. They've gotta go this way. Whoa. How do they, oh, they go here. No, that's back. No, that's right. Like that. Right? Right? Oh, wait a minute. There's something in here. I didn't even see that. Might as well use the rest of those up. I guess it's ready to go. We'll test, I gotta get the air pressure set right. Get my PSI dialed in. Have a test piece. I'm gonna make sure it's going in deep enough, but not too deep and just buried. And yeah, let's try that out. All right, what's the pressure on that? It's down. I don't know. What does that say? It's about just under 160. So I need to crank this. Wait on. At 160, we'd be sending them staples through into the next county. What are we at here? I think this gauge only goes down to 40. I want to see what it does with it. I mean, it'll go the whole way to 0. It'll make it so there's no air coming out of that. But let's see what that is. Let's put a little bit back in, a little more back in. I don't know. There, I came back up to about 40. That might be still too much. I don't know. You folks out there that run this kind of stuff probably know about where I should have it. Alright, so here's the other half of that. I already cut the one. I got this 8-footer in half. I got 2 4-footers. That's gonna be our sample. This will be our test piece. Okay? That's gonna be depressed and pull the trigger. Ooh. Ooh. Uh-oh. Well, that's not near enough. Wow. Okay. Let's bump it up to maybe 50 or 60. That's about 50. Let's try that. Ooh. Well, that's center home. That even. Yeah, that's nice and flush. That one's a little bit beyond flush. 50. That's gonna be tough getting out of part. That other piece is still good. Yeah, I backed it off just a tiny bit. I don't want it going through like that one too much. I mean, I could get wood putty. I'll probably be buying some anyway. Yeah, that sends her flush in a little bit. That's pretty good right there, actually. Yeah, I can deal with that. You know, it's kind of one of those things that you knew you shouldn't have done while you was doing it. you just did it anyway. Yeah. I'm gonna use that as a spacer to hold this level. I get this one here lined up and stapled on there. Well, I screwed up. I put the board under the wrong side. This bigger opening is to be to the right. The 2 smaller ones to the left. And I had it the other way, and I fastened this here. I need to take this back off, and hopefully I can do it without ruining this piece that I've worked on. I went ahead and attached the other one. I have the 8-footer. I cut the two 4-footers. So I put the other 4-footer down here where it belongs. Meanwhile, I gotta get this one off without ruining this piece. I don't mind that there'll be staple marks there, but I have to work. Hopefully those staples will pull through. I don't mind having to use some wood putty on those. These are going to get painted anyway. So that's fine, just as long as I don't get any major breaks and, I don't wreck the dang thing. I don't mind the staple things. Oh well. So, well, it could have been worse. I successfully got it apart, and I didn't tear any of them up, didn't ruin it. I just have a double row of staple holes, so that'll get the, I'll sand, putty those or sand them, and this will all end up getting painted. That's kind of what it's looking like so far. I kind of was wondering why, I'm getting hungry, and what time of day is it? The day has flown by. It is 6:30. I don't know how this has consumed my entire day just getting this far, but it has. So I think my next step is I'm gonna put a board across on the wall there, and then put the floor, put the floor in this thing. I left a step here, so I'm gonna fasten it. I'll staple it, or I might use screws, I don't know, on the bottom of this one, but I'm gonna measure over level and put a board there. It's gonna sit on that one, or maybe I'll sit on this one. I don't know yet. I gotta think the next step through. But then I bought that 2x3. It's gonna go back there, and the tabletop is gonna rest. This is gonna be flush. It's gonna sit on that, and the screws are going into it. So this is no longer wobbly. I've always put a bungee cord around the leg to the leg of the bed, and it stays put pretty good. But I'm gonna go ahead and fasten it, so this will be sturdy, and we get busy on that. I think I'm gonna put a couple of uprights here, because I'm gonna put some of those 1x3s as a backsplash sort of thing. So I gotta think this all out yet. Meanwhile, I'm getting hungry. Bella, we've been in the van for a while. What do you say we take a break, get something to eat? Maybe we'll call it and start fresh in the morning. I'm gonna close the van up. I'm gonna close the garage up. I'm gonna make myself some dinner and relax this evening. And that's it. We'll resume this in the very next video. I'm anxious to, I think it's gonna come out nice. We'll see. Despite my oopses. Alright. We'll be back soon. I'll see you next time.